Today we're going to be talking about permission data and its impact on the Gen Z brand strategy. I don't have the clicker though. Thank you. Hello, my name is David Tabachnikov and I'm the CEO of Scholarship Owl. Scholarship Owl is the largest scholarship marketplace in the world. We connect close to 10 million Gen Zs with brands and mostly with consumer brands. We do that through data-driven scholarship campaigns. Okay. The word of the day in marketing is consent. Marketing has been a game of cat and mouse for a long, long time. We make TV ads while the consumers have bought DVRs and skip the ads. We send emails. Well, they install spam blockers. We run banner ads and they install ad blockers. That's been going for a while, but the consumers have now basically won. Between data protection laws, between all kind of regulations, tracking limitations, we can no longer send emails, no longer track our traffic, we can no longer run banners, and soon with AI search experiences, we will no longer be able to do SEO either. And on top of all of that, the moment you promote the brand wrong, it's going to cost you, right? There's hefty fines, there are hefty limitations, and so on. So what is next? I want to walk you through a case study, right? I'm a big fan of Allbirds. I'm actually wearing them right now. And I probably would buy anything they put out. And yet, when I go to the website, I get a 15% discount just for leaving my email. I'm going to walk you through a quick calculation. Allbirds have done $254 million in revenue last year. Most of it is online, about 80%. So they made $200 million in revenue. 15% discount on that is $30 million. So essentially, they're giving away $30 million just to get the email. Why do they do this? Well, they do this in order to get consent and permission. All kinds of data companies, they know everything about you. They know what you buy, they know where you were, they know about the Allbirds you just bought, they know what you ate. And yet they cannot do anything with this data in that new world without consent. And the largest purchasing segment, the fastest growing purchasing segment is Gen Zs. And that's why we're all here, right? We're talking about Gen Zs, we're talking about marketing towards Gen Zs. Because somebody who likes a brand when they're 17, they will stay with a brand until they're 30, deep into their 30s. The first car you buy, you like the brand if it works. The first cell phone you buy, you stay with the cell phone. Like when was the last time somebody switched from an iPhone to a Samsung or the other way around? And yet marketing towards Gen Zs became very, very complicated. I mean, of course, nobody likes to be sold to, but Gen Zs like to be sold to even less. That market segment is very socially conscious, very comfortable with tech, and it's highly educated. And the result of that is that out of a 10,000 people's sample audience, after the ad blockers and after the skipping the online ads, and after being distracted by using your phone while watching your streaming device or any of these, we are left with less than roughly 7.5% of the ones that saw your ad even registering it. And at the end of all of that, the attention span is only 8 seconds. So even if they saw the ad, it did not register. So let's try to flip it for a second. What if the communication with the consumer would start with consent? And that's based on the experience we had in Scholarship Owl. We've been around for 8 years at this point. We built scholarship campaigns. which is essentially a way to get permission data while helping Gen Zs fulfill their dreams. Scholarship campaigns essentially is a performance-driven target channel for obtaining consent in exchange for fulfilling dreams. We took the best of the accessibility and flexibility of ad campaigns and the power of scholarships, combined both of those, made it transparent, trustworthy, predictable, and created a way to connect Gen Zs with brands. When we talk about advertising on Google, on Facebook, on Instagram, TikTok, and so on, all of that is either based on intent, so somebody has searched for something, or based on social graph, which means that somebody else who I know has interacted with that brand. However, that means that at the most I might get a click. Right? I won't get the data of somebody who is interested in that. I won't get any permission to contact that person, even if I know they are interested in my brand. To Scholarship Owl, you get both intent and full permission data. So how does it work? Essentially, Gen Zs who are seeking funds for their education, which is 96% of Gen Zs, are coming to Scholarship Owl to find scholarships. We use a proprietary AI-based algorithm in order to match them to the right scholarship, to the right brands, based on their behavior, interests, and so on. Brands come to us in order to for us to help them fulfill their business needs, be it lead generation, content generation, surveys, market research, and so on. We turn their campaigns into fully automated set and forget campaigns and basically connect the two. So essentially a two-sided marketplace. How do you find the intent? How do you find who is interested in what and who would be the right audience for your brand? We do that by analyzing a lot of the content that the consumers are leaving within the platform itself. So be it essays that they submit, surveys that they answer, which might be surveys specific to your brand or might be surveys related to other brands, social media content, videos that they submit, or the profile data. We take all of that, create basically a very detailed user profile, including personal data and behavior, interests, and so on. Why it works? Well, unlike advertisement campaigns, where you basically try to sell something to somebody, and Gen Zs feel that and know that very well, in a scholarship campaign, you help Gen Zs achieve their goals. And that's the way the brand is perceived as well. It's not, I want to sell you something. It's, I want to help you and tell you about myself as well. Because of that, Gen Zs are a lot more open to sharing their data and answering surveys or helping the brand as well, because it's a two-sided relationship essentially. And that allows you to target a lot more precise as well. It can be the targeting can be down to a specific zip code or interests or hobbies, career goals, a lot of different things like that. And the results that you get are not just clicks, it's not CPC. It can be lead generation, but it can also be market research, it can be actions, user-generated content, and so much more, because it's a two-sided relationship. It's not just one side. And as an added bonus, scholarship campaigns are the scholarship amount itself from the scholarship campaigns, it's tax deductible, and you are doing good, and that's the way the brand is being perceived. How does it look within the platform itself? Essentially a dashboard where the students go in, create a profile, see all the different matches they have, all the different activities they can do. And it's very, very transparent for the student, like what data is being sent to who, for what, why. But essentially it's a one-click application. So it's very easy on one hand, but very transparent on the other. On the brand side, it's not unlike standard marketing platforms, right? Google Ads or Facebook Ads. You get all the analytics tools, all the information about the applications and so on. But it's not just the aggregate statistics data. It's the actual application themselves. And the actual data, the answer to the questions you as a brand ask, the answers to the surveys and so on. And you can see it within our platform itself or connected to your CRM, connected to your data, to your marketing stack and so on. And since we handle the awarding of the scholarship itself, the management of the application with the distribution channel essentially, for the band, it's very easy and very efficient to run a campaign instead of kind of managing it internally, which can be a big headache, especially with all the legal limitations of it, and knowing how to run it and knowing how to promote a scholarship, right? I mean, a lot of bands have tried it in the past and it didn't work. Why? Because it's a different set of rules and different way to do it. We have been running hundreds of thousands of different scholarships. We've been working with millions of Gen Zs, so we know what works. The campaigns don't have to be like just lead generation or clicks. They can be branding or user-generated content. Let's say you create a campaign where you collect submissions that then you can reuse and leverage in social media campaigns as well. It can be survey questions. It can be market research. It's very, very flexible. Essentially, the scholarship campaign itself is both your lead generation and your landing page. So I'm going to walk you through a few case studies. One is a college matching platform that was trying to increase the quality of the applications and the users that they have within the platform itself. And we ran a very highly targeted campaign for them, which resulted in over 120,000 leads with over 35% conversion in 2 months. This is a crazy conversion result because the intent is there. Like when somebody is already applying, they already know why they're applying. We worked with a multinational electronics brand, and we helped them increase the influence they had, and they wanted to build an ambassador program in 40 different campuses in the age groups of 18 to 25. We made a campaign which was collecting video submissions of why you are the right ambassador for that brand, and we over-delivered the goals that the multinational have set, including providing high-quality candidates in all the target areas. Here's an example of a market research campaign which was done by a consumer electronics brand, collecting what brands are Gen Zs connecting to, or what brands they feel most relating to. And within a very, very short period of 3 weeks, it was over 7,000 targeted Gen Z responses to the question of selecting a brand. Another example was a campaign for the Black History Month, and that was a user-generated content campaign where students were drawing and creating artwork related to Black History Month. And you can see a few of the examples of the submissions for that specific campaign. Within 1 week, over 500 different submissions and images were submitted to that campaign. So you can see it can be a very flexible, very powerful tool, and combined with the algorithms and technology we built, it can help any brand achieve its business goals. We had over 400 brands that ran scholarship campaigns with the Scholarship Owl for Business. And before I go, I want to leave you with one thought. What if every Gen Z brand activation, including a scholarship campaign? Well, we would have $18 billion in scholarships. So, help Gen Zs achieve their goals while they fall in love with your brand, and make every campaign a scholarship campaign. Thank you. If you have any questions, I'd love to answer them now. We're in booth number 5, so stop by. And does anybody have any questions? All right. Okay, cool.